sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping, I'm sipping.
Sipping, I'm 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 sipping.
Yeah, Sippin with Sammie on YouTube.
This me right here.
I'm about to subscribe to you.
Appreciate you.
This me right here.
Yeah.
INWIT.
Yeah.
I'm about to say it's all over the wall.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, it's a bunch of shit on there. Sippin with Sammie's, Trippin with Sammie's, the concert series.
You know what I mean? I just need a
Plug up.
I left my charger for it.
Hold up. Me and Miss A both at 3.4.
He's competing for the most viewed podcast on my channel. That's what he's talking about.
Okay. All right, that's what we doing. A
So
friendly
he got-
competition. I like that.
So he got 3.4 thousand. I didn't even know till he told me this morning. He like, I'm number 2. Then today, now he's saying he's tied for first.
Yeah, we're tied for first right now. Now we just gotta go into the exact numbers.
Yeah, however people get their motivation, that's what you're supposed to do.
That shit don't matter. As long as
That's
it
not
takes-
shit motivation. That's his.
No,
Hey.
I'm cool with it. I'm cool with it. It don't bother me none. But it's like we just actually cleared. Recently, we just got enough to get to monetize the page recently. So that's, that's one of the latest accomplishments.
That's love.
So now all them numbers starting to count different. But
I got a question.
No, I can dig it.
I got a question. So, when the next Sippin with Say concert series that County Kravitz is on, is there any way that because there's monetization going on now?
Nope.
Is there any way that in the contracts to I don't know, 2%, 3%, just something?
Man, that them YouTube Jones don't even be. Them
copyright
Jones be
music.
light.
What music? Everybody's songs that fucking put their music out.
Damn.
Because like even with the episodes, when I end with a song, I have to clear it with that person, so I have to dispute the copyright on YouTube, and then they have to accept it. So if they don't accept it after a month, I mute the song.
What?
Yeah.
Hey, I got songs, man. You can throw my joint.
It's at any time,
Yo, I didn't get no emails from y'all.
Big Jones, you feel me?
The legend.
I want to help y'all help us.
But that's the twist. Like if you're not up on your business, some of these people not in control of their business. So they not the one getting the email that say that your song is on such and such joint. The person that's getting it might dispute it. You know what I'm saying? Like they ain't do Sammie. Who the fuck is Sammie? Like, you know what I mean? I don't know who in charge of everybody's situation. Most motherfucking rappers do not know their business. That's why she do all their business for them. LLCs and all of that.
Yeah, as you should. That's
Talk
just.
to you and see what's going on.
Might? No, you
Just
got
don't
to.
care.
Like,
I just know my joint, you know what I mean?
No, she makes sure copyrights, everything. But yeah, let's get into it, man. This is Sippin with Sammie. I am Sippin with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool, Rug. If you ain't sipping with Sammie, you ain't sipping right. Please get your fucking life together.
Yes, sir.
And I got my guy Kravitz here co-hosting today.
Yeah.
What's up with you, County?
I'm in here, man. I'm in the building.
You good?
Yeah, man. Relaxing, man. I'm cool.
And we got a Rocstar today, man.
Party like one.
You know what I mean? Rocstar P is in this motherfucker.
we in
Man.
the
Rocstar
building.
P, what's up, bro?
Yes, sir. Man,
My God.
appreciate
How
you.
doing?
Thank you for having me up here, man.
Thanks for
Appreciate
coming,
you.
man. Thanks for coming, man. How you feeling?
Nah, man, I'm feeling great, man. You got me feeling groovy. I said, yo, I need that Henny. And he got me that
Yeah,
dog.
man. They had the small bottles. I could, it's a cognac shortage, so you got to grab what you could grab.
Yeah.
I had to get some.
I normally don't drink this early, but it's Sippin with Sammie.
Hey, man, you got to
Yeah,
sip
man,
with
so I
Sam-
gotta
get your
sip
fucking
something,
life
yeah,
together,
man.
man.
Yeah, and I can dig it.
Nah, but peace somebody that met doing what we do in the business. Being around you was hosting the Philly Hip Hop Awards the first time that we actually had a chance to really chop it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I got to see your greatness that night in that way, even with your wardrobe changes and all.
Oh, thank you.
No, because that means something. You take that shit serious. Like we gonna treat this bitch like the Grammys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And the fact that you even like notice like small details like that lets me know like, all right, I'm doing something right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I definitely appreciate that.
Because it
Thanks.
matters when it matters, and the people like me that pay attention to detail, I'm trying to put on productions too. You know what I mean? Not trying, I do put on productions.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it's like you care about those kind of things. You notice those kind of things. You know what I mean? And I ain't did a wardrobe change yet, but maybe I need to. But if I was in your position, I definitely would have had me a garment bag on my joint.
Indeed.
But how long you been running around and doing what you do? First of all, tell the people what it is that you do specifically.
Well, I don't like to label myself. I'm basically the wave provider. I'm a host. I'm a promoter. I act. I do a lot of different things.
Absolutely.
But the main thing that brings in the money for me is the hosting thing. You know what I'm saying? So, and I started that maybe 15 years ago.
All right.
It started from a show.
You ain't a natural. You a professional.
I guess we could call it.
You might have been a
yeah.
natural at one time, but now you polished.
Yeah, I'm a little polished now. But that's the thing. It was a journey, though. It was definitely a journey because, like, when I basically 15 years ago, I started on a show called Urban Expressions that came on Channel 48. For those that don't know,
one of the biggest
I remember
situations that hip hop had in the city, man.
Late night.
Yeah, late night.
My cousin was on there with the youngsters. Go ahead.
Yeah, nah. You already know. You know, Urban Expressions was one of those shows. Like, I was a regular fan. Like, they used to tune in every night before I was even on there. So when I first started working with everybody on the show, I was just like, I was kind of starstruck too. So I started kind of young, and my lisp, I still got a lisp, but that shit was like super crazy when I was younger. Like, I had to work through that. I had to work through the shyness. I had to work through knowing what to say, my memories, and it's a lot. You know what I mean? It's a journey. You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you're saying all this because it's important.
Yeah, so it wasn't like it was just yesterday's. Because when people talk to me, they be like, oh my, yo, how you do that? You just turn it on, turn it off. Like, you was just calm and shit. Now you
no, I get that too.
I get all the time. Yeah, for real. So yeah, because you know, it just comes with time. You know what I mean?
And it's the job.
Yeah, it's the job. So yeah, it's definitely a journey.
No, that's dope though, because I like. First of all, I feel like people have been nice enough to be humble on this platform, but I like that you were humble enough to explain exactly what the hurdles were that you was trying to figure out, because this is public representation of ourselves. It's being recorded. We don't know who's getting it, especially you on Urban Expressions. You don't know how many TVs is tuned to 48.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Bro, that's real talk. Like, I actually had to get used to that. Like, people coming up to me like, oh damn, you look older. You like that. I'm like, I never met them a day in my life. Like, I literally grew up on
but
TV.
they feel like they grew up with you.
That's what I'm saying. And I didn't really understand that until somebody ran into me in the streets and like really broke it down to me. Like, yo, you
they explained
I
the
was
blessing.
sitting in my cell watching
shit.
you, bro. You know what I mean? We was
Deep.
all we used to make sure we was good all week. The TVs can come on so we can watch y'all, and we're hearing those stories and all of that stuff. I fully understand like what it really meant to people. So like,
no,
yeah,
that's a blessing,
dope.
man. That's a blessing. Whoever pulled you over the street just broke down your blessing to you, man.
Facts.
Because at the end of the day, we are entertainers.
Yeah,
and we do it humbly, especially when you're hosting, because you're doing it with the you want to do your part very well, but you want to put light on what the situation is at all times. Right. And so it's kind of selfless in certain moments of the way you present that. Opposite of how Kravitz would be whether he's hosting versus if he's doing a performance.
Fact.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But like, what happens through that is that people get to see how you react to things. They get to see your moves. They get to see how you dress. They really get to know you better than people that they be around. You know what I mean? Because motherfuckers get to hide shit and always be comfortable. They see you in an uncomfortable situation. They know that it's hot in that motherfucking club when y'all in there and it's loud as hell and niggas is yelling all night.
Facts.
They know what that is. And they know they could pull up on you and you still human. You know what I mean? Like, they could tell you in the streets, no, this is what you gave me and this is what you did, and you stood there for 15 minutes and heard that. You see what I'm saying? That means a lot. That's an opportunity that I don't think people understand. Like, a lot of times, like I say, when we're in our positions, we're just doing it. We running our race.
Right.
But the outcome, if we do it well, is exactly what you said, from your effect to your progression.
Right.
To where now you could say, I do 8 different things, but the thing that's still rolling in for me is the thing that started 15 years ago. Right. Exactly. That's heavy. That's heavy. So salute to you, man. I like it.
I think I appreciate it.
Kravitz.
So with all of this, you know what I'm saying? I guess you could say fame, in a sense. You know what I'm saying?
To be lit in this city, you damn near
how do
It's
you
hard. It's hard.
It's rough.
It is. How do you continue to reinvent yourself? Because in 15 years, you've had to come to a point
you
where
became
like,
a whole man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
you're
in the light.
Yeah. So like, how did that work?
I think the best well for me, and I think is for it to happen, you know, naturally. You know what I'm saying? Some people be coming up with things and they go to sleep. Oh, I'm gonna do this tomorrow, and I'm gonna start having this with my hair, and I'm gonna do that, and it's forced. You know what I mean? Every part of my life that I went through was all natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you know, I'm not reinventing myself. Life is reinventing me. You know what I'm saying? So,
and the people
like
get to see it how they see it, and they're gonna take it with it. I think early before I had the position of what we do now and what I've been doing a lot lately, I used to see people do stuff, and I used to see them literally put their costume on. They would put their sunglasses and their blazer on, like just certain things that like they wouldn't wear on a regular or carry themselves in a way that's like not natural to them.
Right.
And I always said I never want to need a cape to go on stage.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Even if it come to this shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I should still be able to rock out sober.
Yeah, no, indeed.
And even doing this, I can't do but so much of this before I get up there because I gotta still do me in a good way.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But like I think that a lot of people have capes. And one thing that you saying is that you never had that. That's like when you said I had the list, I still got it, but it was more prominent then. Were you intentional about changing that? Was it like something that you noticed that you was like, yo, I really got
Nah, that's the thing. Like, I always tell people when they do anything, if you sing, you rap, if you do what I do, if you do whatever it is that you do, and if you trying to get better, make sure you tape yourself. Always tape yourself because whatever, and then when you watch it, it's like it's nothing more cringy than watching yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that helps you fix a lot. Like, oh, I can't do that no more. I can't do that. I got to make sure I focus on this and that and the third. You know what I'm saying?
I be trying to tell women stop doing this the whole fucking time. Like, you know, you do this every 5 seconds.
Right.
Like, you don't see anybody else that's doing that every 5 seconds because they watch themselves and they like, that's like a nervous tick. Like, I got to figure out a way to stop doing that all the time, especially on camera. Right. And we have glitches. We have things. People have words. Now I mean you to death and shit like that. Just their comfort zone. And if you watch yourself, but like I learned from public speaking coaches and I took acting classes at one point, and both of them, well, the public speaking told you to rehearse in front of a mirror. Look at yourself while you rehearsing. The acting people said just do shit in front of the camera. Get comfortable with being in front of the camera and then watch yourself. Right. You see what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to speaking or dialogue. Was really the objective at the time, but like exactly what you said. Watch yourself. Game footage. It's the same thing.
Yeah, same way. Stuff like
watch that film.
Yeah, even part of that journey when you said acting classes. I did acting classes and all that when I was younger. That was around the time when I started to notice, oh, I'm actually pretty good. I didn't know.
Dope.
You know what I'm saying?
Dope.
Yeah, I mean, once. You know, I'm in classes. We're doing improv and stuff like that. You know,
I love improv.
Improv is the truth.
I got a question.
We could do a
That's
whole
the best
movie
drill in
this
class.
second. You know what I mean? If we doing improv, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? I did all of that. I mean, it definitely didn't just happen yesterday.
No, that's dope.
Do you have a go-to monologue?
Nah, I don't. I ain't
You don't? How do you come up with like what you're gonna?
Most people's monologues is emulations. There's something that stuck with them. Like if you know, like with your favorite scene from a movie, right? People will just do that if it pertains to the situation mostly. But like,
that's what I do.
Your monologue usually comes from some shit like, you know, people are classically trained, so you know Macbeth like a motherfucker. You know the stanza of this. Facts. Like the monologue shit comes from different places.
What's your favorite monologue? Do you have a go-to monologue?
I think a lot of people's favorite is the hallway scene in Juice. The locker scene in Juice. I think that just was powerful. There's a couple in Boys in the Hood. Right. One of Lawrence Fishburne moments in front of the billboard when he was explaining gentrification. You see what I'm saying? Like I think there's just certain things that's like, and it's funny because these are the points of the movie where shit kind of like shifts. Like the tone kind of changes. Like, oh, this is what we here for. Right. So I think those things kind of stick with me a lot more than other things. But there's always like I think like Lethal Weapon.
Which one? Yeah,
when Sam when him and Sam first got together and he was trying to convince him to go with him.
You know
what I'm talking about? I think that was crazy because it was real.
Oh yeah, it's a bomb in Harlem.
He said that shit ain't got nothing to do with me. He said, "Where you think they found it?" Like, you know what I mean? I think that was real because in the movies it's always like, "Oh yeah, we got to save the city." This nigga said, "That's not even my neighborhood," and I was like, "That never happens." You know what I'm saying? Like that was just dope to me. But like, it's a lot of different back and forth, and I'm thinking on the fly, but I think we all have a lot of the same ones in our heads.
Right.
Like if you say a line from Friday, you'll finish it. He'll say the next joint. Somebody will be Felicia. Whole grown ass man to be Felicia.
Yeah.
Like we know them joints.
Yeah.
But I think
everybody
that
know Friday.
but I think that if it fits the situation, you could use those things to show people your range and what you can do. Because what is a monologue besides reciting something that's already written? It's not original pieces. You know what I mean? You give me a script.
I love
now I gotta
monologues.
digest the script.
I love being able to do monologues.
When's the first time you started acting?
Well, officially, I guess it would be with the classes. That was maybe 10 years ago.
10 years ago?
Yeah.
And who introduced you to the classes? How did you get that?
That was a thing called John Casablancas. They were, I think, based out in Cali. I heard about them out there when I was staying out there. I stayed out there for like a half a year.
Dope.
And then I heard about them out there. Then I seen that they had an office in Ben Salem. So when I came back, you know what I mean, I just signed up there. So took it from there.
No, that's dope.
Shout out to County.
Indeed, yeah. Shout out to the county.
But I learned something that always stuck with me from acting class. I heard the lady tell my mom, he does real great, and then at some point he realizes his girl's in the room and he gets cool. And so like,
my bad, I don't want to cut you off.
No,
I'm from Philly. I'm not from Ben Salem.
Oh no, absolutely.
It was just close enough. I was like, all right, that's only a 40-minute. No,
I'm not mad at him clarifying it, but once you say shout out the county, then it make it sound like
I had to shout out the county.
It make it sound like he one of y'all.
The land of opportunity.
It was the shout out after that made it sound kind of, you know what I'm saying.
I know what you meant.
The land of opportunity.
You already know. Shout out to the county anyway.
I know what you meant, but that was just one of them things when she said that was just like, you know what? I know what one of my problems, you know what I mean? I know what to work on type of shit. Like, I know, like, to just buy all the way in and fuck who watching type of shit. And that's the thing that we have to use in everything that we do, whether it's music, whether it's hosting, whatever. When you in a room full of Philly motherfuckers trying to make them clap for another motherfucker, you can't really care about how they feel about it. You know what I mean? Like, that, it's a real art to that. It's a real skill to that, and it's a way that you got to be able to ingest it and do it again when they don't respond the first time.
I love the fact that when people actually understand that, you know what I'm saying? You know, you can't just get any Joe Smo to do it, which people try to, you know what I'm saying? But it doesn't really work out like that. You know what I mean? You don't get the same response.
You don't. You don't, because you damn near, half of it is you damn near auditioning for stand-up while you up that motherfucker.
Basically.
Because you filling in time and all type of stuff. Like, anything can happen, and they be like, yo, we got to buy time.
Right.
If it ain't no DJ, that's you.
Yeah, right. It's been plenty of times. It's been dead air. Something happened to the DJ. Equipment plugged out. Anything.
Now we gonna shout out some of the stars in the room.
Yep.
Let me get the looking. Yeah.
Oh, my man, come here real quick, man. Do something acapella for the people.
You already know.
Start coming up with shit. Just
But it's something that we could all relate to because we've all been in that position, and it don't always go perfect. But I don't think I've ever had a bad night.
no.
But that's the thing. The key is when stuff like that happens. Yeah, you know what I mean, when you are just winging it, winging it and making it look like it's a part of the show. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the key to it. You know what I mean?
And you control the energy. So if you let it get you down, then it's going to translate.
Absolutely.
Right. You got to carry like ain't about shit. We in this motherfucker, right?
Dog, I be in that.
We in here together.
It be 30 performers, you know what I mean? 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm ready to go. You know what I'm saying? But by the time I'm on the mic, you don't see that.
I've retired from doing those.
I do the concert series. We do limited artists virtually.
I mean,
that's become a question I've asked though. Like when people reach out, that's a question that I ask. How many artists do you plan on having? And that'll determine
if you want to do it.
If I want to do this or if the price will go up. That means something. Like I took advice from Sammie and Font Productions. Do you have a stage manager? You don't have a stage manager. I'm the stage manager. The price just went up.
Yeah, I don't care
That's
how many
2
people
different,
you
you know what I'm
got.
saying?
Just know I'm out at 2 o'clock.
But what he said,
make sure I'm out.
But what he says about hosting, especially in them situations, and I'm the stage manager too. I don't just get to introduce motherfuckers. I gotta pay attention to all this shit that's going on the side and make sure all that's right. That is a different situation, yo. And it might not be a lot more, but it's going to affect my number, yo.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's definitely going to affect my
that's
number.
more work.
And I'm good at that part. Like, I can do it, but I know what I'm getting myself into. Don't line me up.
Till 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, I'm leaving.
No, but that's real.
Yeah,
that's real.
I love it.
You can let 40 more people perform.
Right, go ahead.
Fine.
You introduce the motherfuckers.
All 40 of them niggas is done by 2. We good to go.
Yep. And if they not, you can introduce them.
And
There's no problem.
No, I mean, no, if not, you could toss me. You know what I mean? We could talk. We can negotiate. But, 2 o'clock is my time.
2 o'clock is what I was paid for.
You got to do it the after hour prices. Them joints different.
Absolutely, man. Indeed. Absolutely. And even if I'm single, I'm telling you, my girl about to cuss me out. You got to pay for my headache.
And that's not even fake. That's real. Like, hold up. My phone about to start.
You got to pay for the Advil, bro.
Phone about to start.
I gotta get a bottle for this. I'm about to go to the bar and get up this $50 token. Give me the headache. So I can get home with it. Leave me alone.
And plus, I'm one of them boys. I'm up at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So by 2 o'clock,
it's time to be.
Yeah, I'm a good 8 o'clock. I'm a good 8 in the morning, boy.
I'm a good 4:35.
You one of them?
Yeah.
He's so full of shit.
Right.
I'm not full of shit because I go back to sleep at 6:30.
You were 4:30 every day.
4:30 to 6:30.
So you go right back to sleep.
What you do? Yoga?
No, I do like some pre-work shit. I schedule all my shit that I need to do
at 4 o'clock in the morning every morning.
4:30, 6:30.
Okay, all right.
And then you go back to sleep.
And then I wake up late for the radio show every morning. And hope that one of my
That's why I told him he was full of shit because he late for his morning show all the time.
And I pray that
up at 4:30.
And I pray that one of my co-hosts is there at 9 o'clock, and usually they not. Which is why Sammie calls me Mr. 9:30.
Yep, that's his name, Mr. 9:30.
So it all works out.
Man, I'm
I just gotta get a little better.
I'm 30 minutes after 2, man. It's all good.
You want it up? Yeah. I can vouch.
It don't be on, and that's the crazy thing. I promise you, it never on purpose. It's never on some Hollywood shit. It's never on some. They gotta wait for me.
Thank you.
It's never that. I always try to get there at a certain time.
At least you communicate.
The effort's there.
At least he communicate. That's my worst.
Absolutely.
Cause shit happens. Like life such as life. But motherfuckers that's never gonna tell you when they late until they late. Like I should have to hit you when you already late to see if you coming. You should already told me you running late.
Thanks.
Cause even if you on your way, you knew you was late when you left the house.
Yeah.
Or when you hit traffic, or whatever. You know what I mean? When you got that phone call,
you gotta be there in 10 minutes, and you half an
just
hour
let
away.
me know, because there's a lot of moving parts with a lot of the shit that we do too, and I can adjust, but I gotta know the play.
Nah, I need to know what's going on.
Yeah, I gotta know the play. Yeah. But what's some of the things that you have acted in?
The acting resume is not too long.
It's cool.
Yeah, I mean, I did a movie called Dilemma. That was the one I did in Cali. That's why I was out there for a while.
So that afforded you 6 months in Cali?
That's love.
Like trying to take care of that got you the opportunity to live out there for 6 months?
Nah, I was already out there. That's the thing.
Oh, okay.
I was already out there, and I was staying with my man.
I'm about to say, sound like a big deal.
I was staying with my man, Sir.
Yeah, shout out to Sir.
Yeah, I was staying with him.
Shout out,
and it was a movie that he was in that I didn't even know nothing about until I got there. He was like, "I'm in the movie. I think I can get you in this genre."
Dope.
You know what I'm saying?
But that's Sir energy.
Yeah. No,
that's Sir energy.
Yeah, he always been like that.
Yeah, that's his energy.
Like that. That's because, and it's easier for him since he's had a lot in his career, so him throwing bones is like whatever. Like you know what I'm saying, I done had them bones 3 times over. Like you know what I'm saying,
still appreciate it.
Yeah, no,
still appreciate it though. Yeah,
no, it's not about. No, I'm just letting you know, like, it's
why it fly like that. Yeah, I know what you mean.
No, he's definitely a great guy, man.
No, Sir has always showed me love, and I've been around. Sir had a little show. I don't want to call it little. He had a show he was doing back Glenside at one point, upstairs on top of the motorcycle shop.
Nah, that wasn't. Nah, he was running the whole thing.
Yeah,
the Exposure Nation.
Exactly, Exposure Nation. And shout out to Natalia, who's my people's. I think that she was trying to, or they were trying to get her to have a position up there, you know, the co-host or whatever have you. And we used to slide down on him, and I used to be in the cut, you know what I'm saying? And we went on a bus trip with him to 106 and all of that, and that's when I got more affiliated with him. But ever since then, he's always showed me love, always made sure I was good. You know what I mean? Like, I appreciate sir a lot, man, a lot, real shit.
Yeah.
Just want to say that.
Yeah, one of the people I learned from. You know what I mean? So,
Exposure Nation. I'm glad you remembered that.
Yeah.
That's what it was. Because I forgot the name of it. That's what it was.
Yeah, I had the highest viewed show on there.
That's what I was about to ask you. So you was on there.
Yeah, I was on there.
Right. I was on there. That's dope. That's dope. See, I've been around, man.
You definitely been around. I've been around. And that's the thing. You know what's crazy? I know you've been around. Like, I always see you in like these type of settings. And then one time, I think it was like a year ago, maybe. And I was at a show. I was with Plex, and y'all was rapping. It was a bunch of y'all, and they handed you the mic, and you started rapping. I'm like, yo, when this nigga started rapping? He was like, no, he been rapping. I like, seriously? Oh, all right. Yeah.
I think on some real shit, that's kind of what I've been dealing with this year. I've been putting out EP after EP because it's like I got so deep in the media and the hosting side of things that I think there's a lot of people that have met me that don't realize I do the music. So it's like I had to balance it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't know until I seen you.
It was probably my fault though.
You know what I'm saying?
That's all good.
No, but I still know you. I still know what you do. You know
Absolutely.
And that's what I knew you from. So you know what I mean? When I seen the rapping thing, I was like, oh, it kind of caught me off guard, but you know what I mean, I can see it. It's all about balance.
Yeah, and we was out there with the Renegades. And the crazy thing is, with the Renegades, the 2 songs that we did, I don't even know them bitches.
Yo, y'all deep too.
Your joint. What's the joint we all got with you that I don't know? 40.
Oh, Run Up.
Run It Up.
Oh, yeah.
Run Up. Run Up. And the other one is damn, it's another joint.
That's new.
Yeah, them shits is brand new.
Yeah, shout
but
out to
all of y'all know the whole song.
I just hosted a show. That's why you bringing it up. I just hosted a show this last week with y'all performing. That was the first time I seen like all of y'all performing at one time, and y'all niggas set was like a half an hour. Y'all kept passing the mic to y'all like, yo,
I was just there for the ride.
How deep is this?
I didn't know what was going on. I was just there for the ride.
What's going on here? You know what I mean? I wasn't upset. Y'all was still killing that shit. You know what I mean? I was just like, ooh, what's going on? Every single person over here raps. Like, y'all Wu-Tang out here.
And niggas was respectful all night, played the cut.
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's like everybody that go on with us know what our job is, man, and that's 8 to 8,000, all of that shit. Like we gonna have fun, man. I have a ball on stage, like whether it's hosting or performing. I have a ball on stage, and I don't think a lot of people look at it like, how do you do that? And it's like, nigga, have you ever done it? Like, like, you know what I mean? Like, to the point where you got good feedback from it.
Right.
That it's nothing like that shit. You can go to work tomorrow, but last night
was everything.
Make it where you can work overtime today, type of shit. Like, you boosted.
Especially after the pandemic. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
when you had no opportunity to touch the people.
We was just stuck in the crib. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even notice how much I really enjoyed, you know what I mean, being on the mic, being on the stage, doing what I do. Like, it took that time of being away from it to really, like, I started jonesing. Like, I'm like, yo, I need to get back on stage.
I think it was a healthy reset for a lot of people because it made you appreciate a lot of shit as a world. Like, everybody had to just stop back and start appreciating family and freedom and shit like that.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
But what did you do during the damn-demic, man? You figure anything out? Was it hard times?
The damn-demic, I like that.
Pandemic or the damn-demic?
I like that. I like that. I wasn't really doing nothing, man. I was just doing what everybody else was doing. You know what I'm saying? I was still outside. You know what I'm saying? I know there was a lot of people that was like cooped up and everything, but I was still outside for whatever was open. You know what I'm saying? But I wasn't really doing much. The stuff that I wanted to do, everything was closed.
I canceled like 3 trips as soon as it hit. We were supposed to go somewhere in March, April, and May. All them Jones got canceled back to back to back. So then it was like, I'm not going nowhere, but I'm definitely going to glocawear. So glocawear was like my escape for a while. Like,
I like that.
No bullshit.
Thanks.
And not that glocawear is necessarily empty, but hey, controlled environment enough.
Yo, I never been up there yet.
This time.
Nah, I never been up there yet.
You sitting with us, so.
Yeah, no, so yeah, I'm gonna go.
Shouldn't be saying this a month from now.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely trying to go up there because every time I see it's like 30 people up in that joint. Is it really like that? Like, is it really like 30 niggas in that joint every time?
It depends on who want. Yeah, I mean,
he need. It's a fly day. You need to come up on a fly day, right? What you need to do is you gotta pull up on my show from 9 to 11.
9 to 11. 9 in the morning.
Yeah.
See,
we can get it. We can get it. We can get it.
You want to turn up in the morning.
And then I'm on from 4 to 6.
Then he's on from 4 to 6. You know what I'm saying?
My show is always flooded by 4:30.
Basically, after my show, you go home, take your nap.
There you go. Who on right after you?
Waxspin is on from 12 to 1. Okay. And then from 2 to 3 is Uptown Mulu.
Yep.
And then from 3 to 4 is the Fly Girls. That's the females on my team.
Okay.
And then from 4 to 6 is Fly Boys.
Okay, all right.
So Fly Day is crazy. Like, literally, like, if niggas had it in them, you could literally just play the station the whole day and just be lit. But
okay, I got you.
But yeah, it's like that. So
I'm gonna pop up on a Friday then.
Yeah, pull up on a Friday, man. Cause it's love. It's love. And like I said, being as though my joint is when people getting off work and all of that, I'm 4 to 6. By 4:30, 5 o'clock, the room is packed full of motherfuckers and everybody in there do something. Ain't nobody in there just on no bullshit. Niggas is producers, artists, managers, whatever. Like, everybody be in there. Media. And everybody just chilling.
Nah, it's low key like a networking mixer.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like Fly Day and always like a networking mixer. You can come there from morning to the evening and
the people gonna be there that you need to tap in with. And that's kind of like with a lot of the shit that to take it off you for a second, a lot of the stuff that I'm trying to accomplish now, like, I want to keep the networking part a major focus as much as I can. Even like we do the SippinwitSammie concert series, we got 2 of them out. They doing pretty well. On the 3rd one, we just put a few limited general admission tickets on Eventbrite, right? So, because with the way that the production is, we can't have but so many people there, but we want to bring some people in. So we put those there at a certain price, and then for way cheaper, there's a media price. Because I still want the media, the people that, you know, want to come chop it up and build to feel like it's not going to kill their pockets to get in there. And neither price kills your pockets, but like, I'm being intentional about prioritizing the networking aspect of it. Because even though we doing the concert thing while y'all standing there in the background, y'all need to be shucking and jiving and, you know what I mean, figuring shit out. Because it makes everything greater.
This is a show you talking about, right?
I did a concert series, see? What we did, it's a virtual
everybody
concert.
Be Jay-Z, man.
It's a virtual concert series. So what we do is we do it how we did the Philly Hip Hop Awards a couple years ago. Straight to YouTube, live on YouTube, and then it lives there after that. So it goes straight to my YouTube page. And we've been doing what, 7 to 8 artists, about 7 to 9,000 views in the
my bad.
He going back to his views again. I tell you, he be watching
not
his
my views. Ours.
Because he co-hosted the first one, and the first one is at about 9,000 views in 6 weeks. The second one is about 7.6 thousand views in 2 weeks. So like, they doing they decent numbers for my page, them great numbers for my YouTube page. But it's like the intention
1.82 K subscribers.
Yeah. So that's great for my page. But the twist is, it's for the artist on the one side of the camera, but behind the camera, I want the right people in the room networking, rubbing elbows. You know what I'm saying? Getting to know each other, trying to, just like I bumped into you the other day, and I said, "What's up?" And you like, "We could do this yesterday." So now we here. You see what I'm saying? Like, people just gotta bump into each other.
Yeah, indeed.
And more should have happened. Indeed. You see what I'm saying? I believe in that.
I'm here on the bum foot and everything. I'm like, nah, I gotta.
That's why you got your Yeezys on?
Yeah, man.
You got some expensive orthopedics.
My toe is killing me.
You got the best orthopedic slide in the game.
Man, my toe is killing me, man. I was like, but I can't like not show up to Sammie joint.
No, that's cool. That just means you need some more Henny, man. You be all right.
Oh yeah,
what you got after this?
I don't feel nothing.
You ain't booked tonight?
I ain't doing nothing tonight, man. What's the night? Not tonight. Nah, that's tomorrow.
You know, it's refreshing to hear that phrase. Damn, I'm not doing that night. Wait, what's the night?
Yeah, he said it's refreshing.
It's refreshing to hear that. Because,
like to not be the only one.
To not be the only one that does that. I do that literally. I be on air. Like, literally on air. I be like, yo, happy. Wait, hold up. What's today? Oh, it's Monday. Happy Monday. You know what I'm saying?
We was about to go to that show the other night in Camden, right?
Right.
And everybody was deciding what their move was. And I'm like, yo, whatever niggas want to do, they want to do. And then somebody was like, well, it's going to be this, that, and the third. I said, oh, you just down to party no matter what's going on. You just want to party. Right. And she looked at me and she was like, don't you want to party? And I was like, babe, we party 5 nights a week. This my job. Like if I get a sandwich and go home tonight, it ain't really gonna break my night. Like I would be sweating tomorrow night in somebody's situation because this is what 2 a.m. is my off hour. Like he said.
Yeah, right.
Like that's whether I'm a part of the situation or I'm supporting the situation or whatever have you. This is 4 or 5 nights a week. Like partying one night ain't gonna change nothing because ultimately I'm networking all night.
I look forward to the nights I can go home and just eat a sandwich.
What nigga get a sandwich?
Yeah,
you just get a soft pretzel. You a Wawa soft pretzel ass.
I do. I get 2 soft pretzels and a hot tea.
See, I'm one of them. I'm one of them boys viciously. Like if I'm home doing absolutely nothing, I'm still busy. Like I'm busy right now. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do this all the time. You know what I mean? So
and that's the thing. I spend my whole day emailing and texting and doing all of that type of shit. And then you spend your whole night out in the streets, and I got a glitch. I can't sleep past 8. But I want these hours to be well taken care of. Like they all count at this point because I'm sacrificing a lot of sleep.
Yeah, right.
And a couple of hours.
No, you are. You know
what I'm saying? But
that part.
So goals, man. As somebody that's 15 years in, you a vet at this point. You already have an understanding of what your worth is, what you can maintain as far as doing on a regular basis as a schedule. What's the next thing that you think you could fold into your situation to make it next level?
Well, right now, can I tell y'all?
I know it's something on deck. I know
It gotta be something.
you don't get to his point and not have something right here at least. There. Might be here though. He might got it right here.
Oh, you know what? I can tell y'all.
All right,
let's
go.
I can tell y'all.
Let's get it.
All right, so right now,
Insider.
The main thing that I'm working on right now is it's called Music Artist University. So you can take it from there. I mean, I'm doing it with Suzanne Christine.
Absolutely.
I mean,
I like it.
That's actually
Sue that.
Yeah, that's Sue that.
She on the concert series. She's on number 2, by the way.
Indeed. I mean, and she's about to perform at the Roots Picnic. So
absolutely. Congratulations.
So make sure everybody get their tickets. I mean, that's dope. And yeah, I'm doing it with Suzanne and Shelly Shell, which is from Urban Expressions.
I know Shelly Shell.
You know,
well, tell the people.
Yeah, I mean, that's the person that basically brought me into the game and all of that. I mean, the big boss out here. So it's a collaboration with us 3, and we're really bringing some folks.
Y'all gotta bring me on board, man.
Of
you know,
course.
I'm good at A&R, artist development. I do all types of shit.
Let's go. I got you.
That's my background before all this.
Yeah. You know, it really came from I didn't. I think it kind of hit me when I'm going to these different shows, you know, watching different artists do things that I'm like,
certain things that's missing from every situation.
Like even
that's why we got Font Productions with the business side. Like her thing is get with me and get your business right, and then it's the other side. Like there's always something. Like
artist
nobody's perfect. It's a lot,
right.
man. People need shit. Go ahead.
Even
you can facilitate.
Even when you know, little things like you don't have a flash drive, you don't have a show CD. You know, like little shit like that, like that kind of bothers me.
You don't even understand your direction, your brand, your market.
Yeah, you don't, like, you know what I mean? You think you supposed to be at a show. Oh, I want to get like 5 songs. Like, nigga, you don't need all that. You don't
need all that. You can't hold it. You can't maintain it yet.
You're good.
It's like stand up. You do your 5 minutes, then you do 10 minutes, then you do 15 minutes.
Exactly.
You got to work your way up.
You got to work your way up. Exactly. You got to work your way up. It's levels. Nobody wants to sit there and watch you for 15 minutes on a bunch of songs they never heard of in their entire life.
And something that artists overlook, you can have 3 bangers. And you could do 3 songs, but if your order ain't right, you could lose everybody after the first one.
Now, don't get me wrong.
You know what I'm talking about?
Facts.
You could lose niggas if you do the wrong one second. Not about which one go first. If you do the wrong one second, because your performance should go like this, or like that.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? When you go Nigga, that third one come on, niggas is at the bar already.
Real right.
Especially in this city. And you seen it a million times.
There are artists out of 100%, maybe 20% out of the niggas. 20%, that's a real actual number. Maybe 20% of people that you probably never even heard their songs before, but they can hold that shit down.
They hold it down.
You know what I'm saying? They can hold it down in 3-4 songs. And
I thought about somebody that I watched show off in a room full of people that didn't know him for 45 minutes and was going crazy. I just thought of him right now, and that's my homie. But like, I thought of somebody else. All right, I'll stop saying I thought of. PLR Mir, Velcro was two of the names I thought of.
Velcro hold it down. Shout out
was
to
two
Velcro.
of the names that I thought of immediately. PLR Mir a little less known, but Energy is on 1,000, and all the songs ain't the same. Even though he's melodic and all of that, street on all of them, they're not the same. And he picks his order well. And it's like, these are things that you have to consider when you're doing these things. And this is coming from two artists and a motherfucker that been around artists longer than you've been an artist. So we all have the same understanding about what we talking about, right? Facts. And we all are saying basically the same thing.
Indeed.
There's something missing a lot of the times, and I wouldn't blame the artist necessarily. Because
they don't
you only can do what you can do.
Yeah,
you
they
don't
don't
know what you know.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah,
so the university fills those gaps.
Exactly.
I like that.
We fill in the void.
So what's the branches? What's
everything? Everything that has anything to do with music that you need to know is there. Marketing.
So they'll learn how to read music.
Well, not about the reading music. We ain't getting that deep. You know what I'm saying? We're not getting that deep.
I'm just saying.
No, we're going to give you the tools that you need to get to the next level or wherever you're at currently.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So whatever it is that you need to know.
That's why it's university is not elementary school. I get you.
Exactly. We're not going to start from day one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because most people that's going to be, joining and signing up are going to be people that's already doing it. And probably like, damn, I keep doing this for a while and nothing is changing. Like, it's probably not changing because you're not doing X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to be there for.
And when you talk about it being the university, how long is the program?
It's a 7-week course. We got people from BMI, a part of it, BT, Radio 1, a lot of different avenues.
I'm glad you could talk about this now. If you wouldn't have talked about this, I'd have been disappointed to hear this
next
week.
No. Yeah, I just did an article. Somebody just did an article on me in the Philly Standard newspaper blog. And I should have brought it with me too. But yeah,
we'll send it. We might can attach it to the video.
And I forgot that's in there. So I can.
You could definitely speak on it because you've done it. Right.
Yeah.
No, I'm glad you was able to because I think that is necessary.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think even when I'm making my projects, I'm trying to introduce new artists. I'm trying to A&R situations and put together things that sound right, that can include more, you know what I mean? To make it less about me, because ultimately I want to get back into developing the situation. But I still have a talent to make a good record or two and to push the business through music. So I'm good with that. Right. But like, I really think that what we're missing in this city, one, is the big buildings. To where we got to get to once we figure out what the university teaches us.
People say that
on a large level. I mean, on a bigger scale. On a bigger scale. There's a few. There's a few. I'm aware. I'm aware. We're not going to have that argument.
Not even that. It's just we're
beyond the time of that.
No, we should be grateful that the big buildings that you speak of is only an hour away. You know what I'm saying? It's those
I'm not mad at that.
It's those people that's in, in
but you know what happens? It's like when I'm in your bar, yo, Sammie, what you need? You know what I'm saying? I got you. When you in my bar, P, what you need? I got you. You know what happens both times? We go through whoever the fuck we at their discretion. And a lot of times when you go to somebody else's spot, they don't treat you like you would have treated them if they was at your spot.
I can dig that. I feel you, but New York don't really like.
They worried about money.
Yeah, it's
they ain't worried about just
like if New York fuck with you, they fuck with you.
No, and I understand that
that's
from being out
like
there.
New York niggas, like they different. Like,
but I think that the mentality of a Philly motherfucker,
and it's not even that. If you making enough noise in Philly,
the world is going to see it.
If not even just like New York is definitely going to hear you first.
Absolutely,
they're going to know
because they down the street.
I know,
and they be here.
I know people for a fact that rapped here for a while that never got any type of radio play here, but can go to Hot 97 and had their records played on there.
I know a couple dudes that can.
Hot 97, the biggest station in all of America, will play Philly music before Philly will play the music.
I know a few too. I know a few people that can go to Hot 97. I know a couple dude that.
But I must say,
that do
it's
Australia
gotten better,
every year.
It's gotten better. It's gotten way better.
But
though.
What my point is, when it talks about you know how they say when you make it, you go to the hood to show them that they can do it too. Mm-hmm. There's a little bit of detachment when you come from one of the most talented cities music has ever seen, and you feel like, mind you, I'm saying feel like you have to do something outside of yourself to get the next level of opportunity. Mm-hmm. And then when you do things inside of your city, there's a lot of fuck shit and a lot of bullshit. It's like a lot of discouraging factors.
You said in your city? In your city.
Mm-hmm. In this city. Because I know what's going on. Mm-hmm. We do things the right way because we see what's going on the other side. Right. You see what I'm saying? But that shit still exists. Right. There's still motherfuckers that was club promoters that just turned into all of a sudden caring about rappers. Right. You doing the same thing you was doing at the club. It's your birthday, bring in 10 people, you got a free section. That's what a showcase is in a lot of these people's heads, and it's not for the benefit of the artist. It's nothing to expect artists to bring people. It's nothing to expect artists to sell tickets. Nothing. But when you're doing it as just something to fill in for the fact that you couldn't do what you was doing before, you're not invested in these artists. You're not taking the next step with them. You're not taking the cream of the crop and putting them on display. You don't have a special night for them. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? You're not making sure certain people get this footage of them. Mm-hmm. You're not doing those things. That's like, it feels like AAU all over again. Like, who you playing for? Right. You see what I'm saying? And in the AAU circuit, there was coaches that will make sure that the kid that wanted to work the hardest and the kid that had the most talent with the least amount of money was all able to go on the tournament. Facts. Right. And then there was other teams that I got recruited by a team, and a motherfucking coach told me, yo, come play for us, you'll start. I said, yo, I heard it cost such and such amount to play for y'all. He said, that's why they pay it. You ain't gonna have to. That's not fair. Mm-hmm. So that's when I say it feel like AAU again. It's like, play the game how it's supposed to be played. Right. What are we in this for? Of course I want Sippin with Sammie to be somebody. Of course I want my brand to mean something. But every time I put my brand on something, there has to be quality attached to it. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Like, I take pride in my concert series so much because you can run through them joints opinionated as you want to be, and there's talent on that motherfucker. Yeah, absolutely. There's people on it. Like I said, I had the likes of a Suzanne Christine that gets the Roots Picnic. Mm-hmm. You see what I'm saying? Right. I've had the Velcros, I've had the Kravitzes, I've had Rhythm HBs, I've had all type of people that just said, you know what, I believe in what you doing, and I'm gonna show up and show out. And you know what I'm gonna do for that? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna make sure the whole world get to fucking see that as much as I possibly can. Yeah, absolutely. Even if I gotta spend money for a third party or something later on to boost it another level, I'll do it. Because once we got it, we got it. And content is king. Right. I own that shit. We own that shit. That's a fire production. You see what I'm saying? But when you go to a lot of this shit, you dealing with people that's just like, man, I just need this $300.
Some money play
for my fucking baby mom. This $300 for my car note. Mm-hmm. And the artist, nobody looks at it and says, damn, these artists is missing something. How do I fill that void so that they can be greater? Like what you trying to do now. Mm-hmm. And that's why I'm passionate about that shit. Because it's like, I like what you saying because there's always that thing. And I'm not perfect. Right. But I listen to niggas. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I listen to motherfuckers. And I beat myself up. Mm-hmm. Don't let me miss a layup on the stage. You know what I mean? Right. I feel that. I feel like I blew the game. And motherfuckers like, it's cool, it's one night. No, man, this shit gotta be what it's supposed to be because I'm telling people to be what they supposed to be. And if they see me slip, they think it's cool to slip. We ain't slipping, we building. Mm-hmm. We building, we can't afford to slip. So like as far as the structure, I'm just talking about like go back to what we was talking about before we got on air, that carrot. Facts. That carrot. You get so frustrated in this city when you looking at it, like, honestly, you know there's other talent out there. You know you ain't the best nigga unless you the best nigga. You know what I'm saying? You know everybody got different budgets. And then you know every situation, all right, at some point I got to pay my dues, but who am I paying my dues to?
Facts.
And then what's the end game? Something like what you're talking about with the people that you're talking about doing it with will make that so much clearer.
Facts.
So much, like, I think that'll level everything up for people that's serious that want to. So how do you get down with it? My bad. Let me get.
No,
it
you good. No, you cool.
Let me get it off of me.
No, you good. You can log in to musicartistuniversity.com. You can pre-register. All the information should be right there.
And what's the requirements as far as because you said you would have pretty much artists that are already in motion. So what does that mean?
Yeah, there's no requirements. Like I said, all the details should be on the site. Yeah, I'm saying, yeah. There's no requirements it's for serious artists though.
Okay.
Because if you're not a serious artist, you're probably not gonna want to do a 7-week course anyway. So
and you got groundwork to do before you get to this point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So
respectfully.
Yeah, respectfully.
As the people say.
Absolutely.
As the people say, respectfully.
Yeah, so,
Pop culture.
No, I like it. I'm excited about it.
Nah, it's definitely gonna be a dope situation. We'll hopefully it's a every couple month thing we do. It's a reoccurring situation. It's definitely gonna be dope though.
If it could be done at least quarterly, that'd be a blessing.
Yeah, and the thing is,
7 weeks,
whoever signs up, we really want people to succeed. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to just take your money. Here go your information and go. Like, we really want people. We wanted to work out for you.
Like what I was saying, back to play. Like, make more of it.
Whatever it is that we can do, that's in our power. Once you're a member, like, we're gonna definitely do it because we want it. We want to see you win.
So what he just said in a very nice way is, it's worth it for the resources alone if you have quality and talent.
For sure.
Facts.
For sure.
Let me simplify it.
For sure.
But it's worth it for the resources alone. If you don't know the names he said, and I'm pretty sure if you're in the area, y'all know the other two names that he mentioned. But if you don't, look them up. He's all official people. P is official tissue.
And that's something that we like really wanted to pride ourselves with, was making sure that everybody that was a part of it was official. Like, no irons in their resume. You can't say, "Oh, what this guy do?" Like, none of that is going on in this class. There's no money grab in this class. These are all official people that
care about the culture.
do this shit for real.
Yeah,
exactly. Like, that really do this shit. So we really prided ourselves on making sure we got the right people to do it.
So when it comes to motivations beyond just watching talent and seeing that there are gaps in it, there's also the part of the legacy of what this city is and what it can be. Is that part of what y'all was thinking too?
I think the main thing, was the future. It's a lot of artists, it's a lot of high artists too. Because like I said, I do a lot of shows and I see these guys. It's a
Understatement.
It's a lot of it's a lot of dope people that I see, and I can just tell, like, they have absolutely zero direction. This is what they're gonna be doing for a while. They're just gonna be forming a song. They be keep going on the treadmill, and I really want to stop that. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you're gonna do this show, if you're gonna keep doing these showcases, like, at least do it right. Like, I'll throw away a couple tips. Like, make sure your stuff is ready. Make sure you got your show CD ready. Make sure you got some merch. Make sure you got a cameraman. Like, you keep getting doing all these shows and, like, nobody know you even did a show. Like, that gotta change. You know what I'm saying? So just little stuff like that.
A lot of shit. And it's crazy because till this day, it's been quite a few years that I've been walking around with cameras behind me.
Right.
And it felt weird for a while. But then the more and more that you get into the business side, it's like, you know what? It's a lot we can do with that.
Yeah.
It's a lot we can do with that, and I'm not the only one. There's somebody, you just seen the Kanye doc. He had a motherfucker following him around 20 years ago.
Yo, that Kanye doc was one of the best documentaries I ever seen in my life. Like,
One of the best?
One of the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
pure.
Yeah, that was one of the best
I thought
Jones
you
I
said
ever
first.
seen.
You said best.
No, that was one of the best Jones I ever seen. I seen like I'm a documentary boy.
I'm a doc boy too.
You know what I'm saying? Far as music, I mean. But like, yeah, far as music, that's one of the best. Like, I've seen a lot of artists say, "Oh, Kanye literally did every
Thing he said he was gonna do.
thing he said he was gonna do from years ago, and really did that shit. Like, did it. Like, did it. Like, you know what I mean?
Like they said, hate it or love it. Like,
yeah, it was crazy.
He did it, and I've only seen a few people in
why
my
people
lifetime.
looking at him looking crazy. Oh, you gonna do this? You gonna do that? Da, 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 da. Like, yeah, and he really did it.
But that's the journey. That's the struggle.
Watching people just turn their back on him. Like, he playing his music, they like, yeah, whatever. They flagging it off, walking around, talking around it. Like, you wouldn't dare do some shit like that to Ye right now. Like,
not at all.
You know what I'm saying? So just saying stuff like that is, the motivation on that joint was crazy.
And I think what people don't realize is kind of like what Irv was trying to explain to people. When you get to Ye and like Hove level, like when Irv was trying to get the deal for the TV show, when he reenacts all the songs and shit.
Tells. Okay.
He was like, they wasn't trying to hear what he was trying to say. The budget was not enough to do what he needed to do. Called Hove. Hove pulled up. They asked Hove what they should do. Hove said, give him whatever he wants. And you know what they did? They gave him whatever he want. And you know why? Because they were just so excited they was in the room with the bag. The boy that creates the bag. Like, he's so respected in them rooms that people don't understand that. And Kanye is similar, especially in fashion and music. Specifically.
Shout out to Irv
Where
Gotti.
no matter you agree or not, I'm sure that companies was like, we about to rip up what and put what and what. But once them bitches sold out, what else we ripping?
Yeah, we're actually family. You got a little jump. We're actually family members. Like,
who, you and Ye?
No, not yet.
Oh, that's what they said.
Irv Gotti.
Oh yeah, you and Gotti?
Yeah. But through his wife. We're cousins. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, shout out to Irv Gotti.
Shout out to the Gottis. Shout out to Chris.
Yeah, absolutely.
Chris is
Absolutely, man. Like, Chris showed Glocawear a lot of love, man. Came through and dropped knowledge on folks. But no, like, it's different. And I think that a lot of people, when you're on a certain level of understanding or finance, you don't understand that these dudes yield this kind of power.
Right.
Like, to where you're judging what their moves are, not understanding that they could actually be shooting for something bigger than what you can imagine.
Facts.
When they take that step. That's not the same step. The way that you would have stepped on that step ain't the same way they stepping on that step. It's a carpet on that bitch when they get to it. You see what I'm saying? And I think that that's where we should, not just like on some fame or financial thing, but I think I want to be one of those steps.
No, I can dig it.
You see what I'm saying? I want to be one of them steps. I want to be one of them people that, even if I got to carpet the step, I want to be part of that process for our city to be in prominence where it's supposed to be at.
No, I can dig that.
I think that's one of my things, and I think y'all could probably dig that from a different perspective.
For sure. Yeah, for sure.
Because at the end of the day, man, we've seen too much fucking talent. And when people come to Fly Day, the number one question is, yo, this all people from here? Like, these all local niggas? Like, why I ain't never heard none of this shit? And it's like, we all know why they ain't heard none of it. And we can't break that. We can't make Power 99 play somebody on prime time.
But we definitely can't keep blaming Power 99 and radio and all
that.
Because the internet...
We can control.
The internet is bigger than Power 99 and 103.
And on the artist scene in Philly, Glocawear is.
Yeah.
On the artist scene in Philly, Glocawear is.
That's internet. That's what
that's what I'm saying. And we on Roku, and we on Facebook, and we on all of that shit. We on YouTube. And it's like, that's why I'm like, all right, so since we have this, what do we build out of this?
Radio is mainly more for established artists.
Because it's built around ads.
Yeah, I mean, because like
it's built for advertisement.
For an artist to hear them, for an artist to be on the radio, is like the greatest thing in the world for an artist. For somebody whose dream to be an artist, to be known as an artist.
No, I'm not saying
to be on the radio. Artists will spend their last.
But what do we just say?
That's the thing.
You know what I'm
not saying you shouldn't want to get on the radio. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm saying that you can't blame them for you not popping. Oh, if I was on the radio, I'll be popping. Like
terrestrial radio is ad based. It always has been.
Right.
We grew up in the 90s and the early 2000s when they started saying we'll only play commercials once an hour. We'll only play commercials this, that, and the third.
Right. Cause
either way, it always has been driven by commercials.
Because people are saying on the radio, I want to get on the radio.
Right.
You could get on the radio, but what is it going to do unless you're in rotation? You know what I'm saying? And who's in rotation? Established artists. Because that's what the radio was for.
Or with one of them joints.
A DJ
can pay for it.
A DJ can spin your joint. A DJ can spin your joint real quick on the mix show and make you feel good. But what is it actually really doing for your career? He just played that shit one time, probably at 1 o'clock in the morning, real quick. You feel great. You bumping that shit with your mans and all that in the car and all that. It's a great feeling and all that. But is it going to take you to that next level? Probably not. You know what I'm saying?
I tell you, like, I watched the Remy interview. She was in high school when she did the Annie Up remix, right? Too young to get in the club, all that shit. Mm-hmm. She said the song was out, it was cool. The Annie Up was doing what it was doing.
Right.
She said, but when Flex put it on his mixtape, that shit went bananas.
Right.
Not when Flex ran it back 8 times on the radio.
No. Flex is the only, like, Flex is like.
No, he's a different machine. But even with Flex, a lot of people Flex stories is like, no, Flex dropped a bomb on it and I knew it was up. With hers, it was like he put it on his project and his mixtapes was so heavy. Yeah, so you don't know where it's coming from. Make the fucking art, get it out there the best way that you can own it.
Exactly.
And shoot, you know what I mean? Run your race.
Yeah, because there's a lot of... I'm only bringing up the radio thing because there's a lot of people that base their whole
career around acceptance on radio. And that's not decent.
Like, leave it
I know a lot of people on the radio that's broke, and I know a lot of motherfuckers y'all never heard of that make money yearly off of music. Mm-hmm. On some real shit and get to walk through the mall and nobody bothers them. Mm-hmm. Here. Mm-hmm. Go somewhere else, different story. Mm-hmm. Like, this shit is... It is what it is. You could put a song out tomorrow, right? And you can make it a Philly anthem. If London has the most of your streams, you don't control that. Mm-hmm. Right?
No, yeah, you're right.
Like, you don't control that. When you look at your analytics, Stay Solid. Is Stay Solid just getting played in the tri-state? Mm-mm. Is Stay Solid only played around where you sent it directly to?
No.
Some algorithm, somebody's vibe somewhere picked that up.
Right.
Somebody maybe is a big enough DJ in that country that loved it and played it. Mm-hmm. We don't dictate that shit.
Right.
The radio is not the end all be all. If I could bounce and get $100,000 somewhere else and y'all still paying me $10,000 in the States.
Mm-hmm. Facts.
And it was astronomical numbers, but this is just because people like big numbers
like even like
to understand worth.
Look at what's the name of that John? Sam Santana John. Mm-hmm. Like. Mm-hmm. He didn't have to beg radio to do shit. Like, it just, that shit just caught fire by itself on the internet. He just went viral by accident.
And he wound up opening up for everybody for a year and a half.
The views got crazy on YouTube, and it kind of forced the radio's hand. They had to play it.
Forced their hand.
You know what I'm saying? So it's not like something you had to chase down. That's what I'm saying. You don't got to chase the radio down. Just, just keep running.
But you know what radio do, though? And I'm going to keep it G. Radio make it real to your mama.
Nah, I can dig that.
You know what I'm saying? There's still a little bit of that in it. Where it's like, even as a nigga, you could be like, I'm getting a bag. Your mama look at you like, you out there selling drugs. You ain't making no fucking... You know what I'm saying? But once that person she's familiar with plays your joint, oh, he's doing something. And that means something. Mm-hmm. I can do that. And it means something to a lot of people that you respect, that you want to. Because a lot of people in entertainment have
you
done
said that just like
bad things in the past that they want to absolve.
I gotta make sure I say this one more time. I'm not telling nobody don't try to get on the radio.
Not at all. Not at all.
I just want to make sure that's clear.
No. I hope you all get on the radio. I wish the radio played more than 6 to 12 songs a day, so that there was more of an opportunity for y'all to get on the radio. But what I will tell you is, if it's lit and it's in this city, it's on glocawear on somebody's show. Trust me. And there's plenty of people that have gone into rotation by accident on glocawear. Because one of us played the song and every other show said I need that joint, and that shit gets played weekly, daily, hourly, whatever have you, by accident. Not because you paid this or because it's charted here, because it's a vibe and the people fuck with it, and that's how we operate over there. So I understand, like you said, it's not against that. I wish you all would make the radio. I want music on the radio that's hip hop. That's not what we used to. Cause I've heard people come out and do certain shit that was like, that's a little different. There's Milos and all type of motherfuckers out here, man. You see what I'm saying? So I get you. But at the end of the day, come to Glocawear, glocawearradio.com, book with CME Morning Show, Flyboy Friday Radio, Fly Girl Friday Radio, Paulie Baby and the gang. Tap in with us, man, and we're here to support artists where they're at.
Right.
Where they're at. Because at the same time that we have a lot of unsigned artists, we still get the biggest artists. They still come through. Toucan is a motherfucker. He been in this game for a while.
He been
you know
around.
what I'm saying? Like, salute to the OG. So it's like you could be there on a random night and Don Q people is calling like, yo, y'all over there? Like, yeah, what's up? I'm with Don.
About to pull up.
Well, I was going, no, we gonna pull up. We was at somebody else's station that I won't name. And it was light, so we bringing him over there. Instant Don Q interview for whoever's on air
at the time.
when they pull up.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? At a time where High Bridge was everything. So it's like you can't forsake that and just keep fighting for. You gotta let your career go where it go. You gotta let the people. We making art for the people that respect our art. If you can make a career off of that, it's a beautiful thing. You ain't gotta be Lil Wayne, bro.
Nope.
You ain't gotta be Lil Wayne, bro. You can feed your family. And speaking of which, you brought somebody with you. I'd be remiss if we don't introduce my brother. Come on, man. No, come on over here. Tell the people.
Y'all about to get a treat real quick.
Use his microphone real quick.
Use my microphone here, Bruce.
Y'all about to get a treat real quick. My man Reeseman Cadillac is in the building, man.
Somewhere to sit right there.
Reeseman Cadillac. What's happening?
Ain't nothing, man. How you enjoying the show so far? You been in the cut.
Great, man. You know, I ain't know to speak or not. You know what I mean? I don't speak. You know what I mean? On people's shows and shit like that. But you know what I mean? I'm here though.
I appreciate your energy in the room, and you know, like I know, when you on this side, you look up and somebody give you the affirmative. You know that you ain't wrong. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So your energy is always valued, and
you know I'm laid back, man.
So you was already a part of this, so I wanted you to introduce yourself and explain your relationship and what y'all got going on.
I'm Reeseman Cadillac. They call me RMK sometimes. You know what I mean? You know, I know him as another name, but is Rocstar P.
He gonna be real modest, real
That's
quick.
That's cool though.
Reeseman, yeah, like y'all already know, it's Reeseman. That, like if y'all watched the rap DVDs back in the day, like definitely one of the heavy hitters.
Yeah, Big Dog,
Touch Money, Enville, and all that.
That's what I was trying to think. Touch Money.
Money.
All right, cool.
Reeseman Cadillac. We're in the Cadillac and puffing
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, one of them guys, man.
Yeah, but this is definitely my guy, day one guy. We know each other because I used to have a record label back then with my partner was one of the.
Before that though, it was probably like the Urban Expressions.
Even before that. Yeah, but it was around that time, around the Urban Expressions times. I was a kid.
With
man. And when we did, and I was doing music heavy, and it was him and Tommy Stars.
Me, Tommy Stars. Shout out to Tommy. We was out there.
We was outside.
We still outside though.
You see how they both breathed on that?
We was outside back then. I ain't even go. I'm not even going.
We still outside though.
We outside now.
Yeah, we still outside.
But it was a different outside back then.
Yeah,
anyway.
Super different.
Outside was south though.
Outside was different back then.
Yeah, it was. I'm talking about
throwing parties like y'all want to have a party tonight? I don't have a party tonight. Shit be popping.
Don't understand, bro. I come from that. I done changed niggas' lives on the party I threw this afternoon.
Yeah, I ain't lived in the city in 10 years and folks still come up to me like, yo, what's up, man? Goddamn, whoop. I'm like, hell yeah.
See, y'all been since when it was fun.
I got pissed though.
Back when it was fun, man.
All right, go straight up,
hold on.
back.
I'm gonna come
straight back. We gotta let you in a minute, but go ahead. Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's
no dog in the cage.
Shout out the whole Touch Money situation.
No, up the steps, bro.
No, back here.
It's live. We don't care.
I gave this nigga a little bathroom. I gave this nigga a little bit of Henny. Lost his mind. But no, since we've been introduced to the good brother, I love his energy for real.
Nah, it's straight from down. See, straight from down south, man.
Yeah, but you know, I got them folk.
Yeah, that's why you got that southern hospitality going on.
I appreciate that. But what's something that you saw in him that made it where your relationship is something where he's still a part and a staple in what you do?
I mean, the relationship is just genuine, I guess. I mean, it's a loyalty thing. Like a lot of my friends that I have, like to this day, like are friends from back then.
But you know, the industry respects that.
Right.
We love to see people that you've been with.
Right.
When you see everything changing, it gets weird.
Yeah, you got a different. You got a different homie every week. Yeah, it's my man. You got a different right hand man.
Because you picked them and you brought them around me, and
like
the nigga I had in my living room ain't your man no more. That's crazy. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
my guys been my guys for years. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's always been genuine and shit. So yeah, he's one of the genuine ones and shit.
Right.
Yeah.
It's respectable and hardworking and all the things that you try to present.
Exactly. Yeah.
Because we gotta be a representation of each other in this shit.
And then you gotta remember, it's the history. Like, we got a lot of history.
This shit is all raw, man. You know what I mean? You
know, we super good. You on Sippin with Sammie?
You know what I mean? You know, I'm good though.
If nobody pees during my show, well, I ain't doing something right.
I ain't doing something right.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But no, I was just asking them about what made it where y'all been around each other and at this capacity for so long, and he was saying the loyalty thing and all of that type of thing.
Friendship, all of that shit, big bond. You know what I mean?
Swing the mic to him.
Loyalty, friendship, big bond. We always been around each other and shit. You know what I mean? You know, shit. Go to his mom Duke's house. We get a cookout and all of that shit. You know what I mean? Call me up. I call him up. If I got something going on, he got something going on. We gonna work it like that. You feel me?
So we were speaking earlier about he spoke to his growth. From 15 years ago to now, as far as just how he presents his situation and how he's mastered his craft.
Yeah.
What have you seen and what have you appreciated about his growth?
I mean, shit. He been doing a lot of shit, man. I just got back around though. No, but you feel me? Like I just need a couple. I've been down south doing my thing. You know what I
mean? I dig it. But yeah, like even being back around him, like we.
Hell yeah! I mean, he always that boy he always had it, man. He always been out here grinding, man.
And
you
know what I mean? And he's still up.
And he's still up on it. You feel
me? And you always told him.
No, I ain't always told him. I ain't have to tell him. Why I have to tell him? He always been up. We always know with each other. You feel me? Like we always big up each other on the. You know what I mean? Like
exactly.
He always been up, man. No, I mean we work like that.
The big up each other is what I'm talking about. Like we have to.
Oh yeah. That's
absolutely.
You know, man. I might not even. I don't care. I might not even think about it. I might say it, but you know what I mean. I don't.
No, it's not about that for you.
Yeah, it's not about that. It's our shit is like genuine. Locked in, we family. Like
I like that. No,
like we locked in and we family, man. If I'm on some bullshit, he'll check me. If he on some bullshit, I check him.
He on some bullshit different. More than me.
You feel me? Like that?
Yeah, I say to get that clear, he's definitely be on some bullshit more than me. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely the checker in the group. Like nigga,
I'm riding with the nigga with the hair.
Nah.
I'm biased.
No, I don't mean check like that. I'm talking about on some homie shit. Like, nigga, you drawing.
Yeah.
Oh, you should like that.
So it be like that. So that's basically, us uplifting each other, and we stand on the same page and the same. What do you call it? The algorithm, whatever the hell. However you say it, whatever.
No, like one of my things for this year is fuck the algorithm up.
Yeah, absolutely.
You got your part in it, I got my part in it. You got your part in it, I got. But once more we cross brand, we confuse the fuck out that shit. We pop it up on everybody's page.
Yeah, flood that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like, let's fuck the algorithm up. Now that we know what the fuck quote unquote it is. Like, now that we have a basic understanding of what it is, let's fuck it up. That's what hip hop is.
Right.
Let's make them. Let's shut down. Let's overflood the website.
A disturber, whatever the fuck.
A disruptor.
A disruptor.
A disruptor. Absolutely. No, you right. You right. No, but I always like the one thing that I had a couple coaches on it from Philly Potential Threats basketball team. Salute to my guys. I interviewed them, and I was saying that one thing that one of my AAU 12 and under 14 under coaches told me when I was young was everybody don't have a best friend. Everybody don't have somebody that's their range that they could depend on. They have their family, if that.
Yeah,
and I like to show
funny.
the value in relationships amongst black
It's
men.
funny.
That's why I'm asking y'all what I'm asking.
No, real quick, because it's funny because it's real what you just said. Because
I didn't understand. I thought everybody had a best friend.
My man, my man from 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my guy. You know what I mean? We knew each other for, like I said, 20 years, and he was with my man King Green. Shout out my man King Green. He was with his cousin. Me and his cousin went to school with each other. You know what I'm saying? So he already knew me or whatever. And we had met up with each other not too long. It wasn't not too long ago. Yeah. And
COVID fucks up dates. It's cool.
Yeah, right. So when I pull up, he ain't know I was pulling up. He did, because my man King must have just told him, "Oh yeah, my man pulling up."
Ain't know it was you, right?
When he seen that it was me, this nigga had the whole face that it was like a ghost, like not because of who I am, on some like, nigga, y'all are still friends. What the fuck?
That's what it be though.
He couldn't.
It's not guaranteed. It's not.
He was on some like. He was like on some like damn near hating type shit. Like, how the fuck y'all still friends? He was on. It was surprise too, but you could tell the surprise is like,
but
nah.
This is based on his life,
right?
Yeah, it's based on his perception of friendship.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just like I went to college. I went to Morgan State in 01. I did a few years. I ain't graduate, whatever have you. But like Squad 215, Squad, just in general, like nowadays we just call it Squad. It's 30-something thorough dudes and about damn near 20 women that's thorough, beautiful, all of that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And till this day, if somebody have a cookout, baby shower, something, the pictures pop up online, and the first thing motherfuckers say is, yo, y'all still all fuck with each other. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yo, I love that y'all still together. Yo, I be telling my people about how y'all...
And that shit don't be common,
because it's
bro.
like,
Don't be common.
People graduate college, and I didn't graduate. I ain't gonna front. But my homies did, most of them. People graduate college. You lucky if this many years later, you got 3 people that you in regular contact with, that y'all support each other and each other's family, that's introduced to each other's spouses or kids or whatever have you. Yeah. And I have a village, all over the tri-state, Maryland and all of that shit, of people that is like, man, if I had a little girl tomorrow, she would have her dress in the mall. I know, you know what I mean? And it ain't about that. But we have that, and that, like I said, I learned to value that from my coaches as a young man, because I understood that was something that even when imagine being around 30 pretty boys, quote unquote pretty boys, like everybody the man in their own right. The ugliest nigga is fly as shit and funny. Like it ain't no weak links.
No, I can dig it.
Trying to keep everybody together had to be a priority. You had to be intentional about that.
But that's the thing. When that shit is natural, it's just natural.
But what happens is, initially it was a priority because we're young. We're 18, we're 19 years old. When we become grown men, everybody picks their comfort zones. We all have friends that we're closer to than others. But when it comes down to the come down, we act like a fraternity about that shit.
No, I can dig it.
You see what I'm saying? And that's the natural part.
Listen, all of us, man, we squad.
You ain't
going
to
big squad.
Because if squad having something, you ain't going to not want to be there, bro.
Yeah, right.
My motherfuckers just went on vacation overseas, and if I wasn't doing all this, I'd have been over there. I'm looking at the pictures like, yo, but this was the first time that it was like, you know what? I know why I wasn't there. You know what I mean? I was trying to do something else.
It's always a reason for everything.
That they was there. The women was there, the dudes was there, and everybody has situations and all of that, jobs, and motherfuckers still make time to do that type of shit. That's like dope.
Yeah, you never know the reason why things happen until later on. Like, like when you're in the moment, like when like back then, bro, like I was literally like Bow Wow out here back then. You know what I'm saying?
Like chased through the mall, all of that.
Chased through malls, going chasing school.
All of that.
What I say, you don't know how many people turned into a
This shit was real. It was really real. And then I was so popular. That's why me and my man Ferno at the we need to like kind of use this shit. That's when we started doing the label, try to use what we got to pass. You know what I mean? Like let's get everybody popping, so we can all be popping right now. You know what I mean? That's how we was able to get a lot of like cool shows, different shows, like dope ass shows. Like, yo, how y'all get to perform there, and how y'all get to perform there, and
such as
one crazy show. It was at
we had school tour.
The school tours, the school tours, like that was the main thing. When we was doing the school tours, like I promise you, me, sir, and Urban Expressions period, we were like the first people going in schools doing shows. I promise you, we was the first ones. I promise you, we was the first ones doing the tours, and then like, yo, why y'all getting to the schools?
Right.
Like, that shit is crazy to people.
That's a big deal. And it's built. You see what's going on now? You got Rex and them getting sneaker deals, bike deals.
Exactly.
That's a beautiful thing, yo.
Yeah, exactly.
Y'all started that.
Exactly.
That's dope.
Yeah, and
see how I gave y'all credit for that?
Nah, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No, because I saw it in real time.
We were doing club, everything.
But yeah, but basically,
like I said, I always been following Sir.
Yeah, but I say all that to say this. Shit was moving so fast. Shit was like so crazy, and then you like, damn, you know, why we ain't, I mean, a lot of opportunities came, a whole lot of opportunities.
We was kids at that though.
Deals, or you know, big opportunities and shit like that. Well, but we young. I'm talking when we young, we like we're not like we're young, like really living the life that we probably would have lived if we would have signed somewhere already. You know what I'm saying? So years go by, it's like, oh damn, we should have jumped on the opportunities, and then you get older and you like, I'm happy we ain't do none of that shit.
Because we would have been
drawling.
That's what I was about to say. But you see how like
drawling, and to be old enough, to be mature enough to understand that. Like if you would have gave us that.
Is there one thing that you say, yo, that might have been the one to fuck with?
Man,
it was a
so
couple
much
Jones
shit
that was
coming up. It was so fast.
What was the deciding factor based on what they were offering versus what you expected? You don't have to name the situation. I know that's messy, but you can say there's one situation where we was expecting this or whatever.
Talking about far as just me or the music period?
The shit that y'all turned down through the way that
shit, everybody was getting their individual shit too at the same time.
It was a lot of different Jones.
It's a lot of different Jones. Jones for the label, it was Jones for me, it was Jones for Tommy, it was Jones for everybody.
For me personally, hindsight, you like that might have been the right place.
Me personally,
not saying it would have been.
Because I'm not saying not music, not for them like him, Tommy, and all them. Right. For me personally, it was a. I ain't gonna say the name.
Right.
It was a very, 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 very well known, popular. He don't rap. He's like a big dog in the city. Everybody knows who he is.
I know who you talking about.
Big guy. You know what I'm saying?
I know you talking about.
Yeah. He offered me to stay in his condo in California, but I had to get money up and do all of this shit. Just so, because he let me know from the door, I can't take care of you once you out there. I'll put you up and all of this other shit.
You ain't my little bitch, but I give you an opportunity to make some moves if you can figure something out.
Exactly. So that was out there. The offer was out there, and I never really completely jumped on it, even though I probably should have. But as I got older, I still say it again. I probably would have been drawing at that time. That's what I'm saying. At that time,
I be trying to explain to people like y'all don't want me to get all this when I was Ruger.
At that particular time in my life, in our life, like shit would have really been drawn.
Because we was already drawn.
Because we was drawing with the shit we had already. So I can imagine if this shit was like magnified to another level, like. I don't know where none of us would be right now if we would have made it at that time.
I also understand the position of not being that and also being that at the same time.
Say it again.
When you say like, y'all wasn't like, y'all ain't major figures. Y'all not whoever that's lit in the city. But you getting chased through malls. So you still somebody. So you have options, right?
Right.
And it's like I kind of understand that position. Like and I could relate it back to college.
Like shit was happening here already. That's what I'm saying. That's why
it's certain things that is like, yo, if I would have took them niggas up when they say, yo, let's promote together.
If I would
still be getting paid to this day.
Right. So maybe if I was in a different situation, maybe if I was just a guy that he just saw and I didn't really do anything, I was just a guy and he offered me that, I would. I mean, you can change my life. At that particular time, my life has already changed.
And I'm not saying this, like I said, I started this by saying I'm not saying you did anything.
No. I'm just.
You ain't do nothing wrong.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So I wasn't
good now.
Right. So I wasn't
mentally, physically.
Right now.
You good now.
Any opportunity that come my way, I'm ready for it. Jumping on it, I'm good to go.
But it gotta make sense.
Exactly.
Everything gotta make sense.
Definitely gotta make sense. Definitely gotta make sense.
Even more so now than before. But you were still thinking like that then. It didn't make sense at the time. It wasn't figure outable. You didn't pursue it. But in hindsight, that we have these. I just want people to understand that. Like, no matter how many opportunities, how talented, we all have to make decisions, and we gotta live with it.
You gotta make it
right.
Make
so
sense.
never
you
feel
can't
bad.
be on I'm not getting back out there because I didn't do that, and now I'm a failure. No, man, motherfuckers been running around this city for 15,
it's more.
20 years,
it's more.
Just being dope.
Man, I seen artists, goddamn down south, goddamn get one hit, and they still eating off that bitch right now.
Talk heavy.
Nah.
I keep explaining
like earlier, like it was a situation you say an artist was like they performed 3, 4, 5 songs. Man, I seen Waka Flocka go in the motherfucking club and perform one song
5 times.
4, 5.
I knew you was about to say it. Like
I
know that's the difference.
And I'm talking about this shit every night.
So you worried about the wrong shit.
Boy, get your baby and run.
Worried about the wrong shit.
Get your baby and run.
Get your baby and run.
You crazy.
Get your baby and run.
And you know this.
Get your baby and run.
You know this, and I think probably all y'all know this. Fetty Wap performed Trap Queen for 4 years before that shit took off, and he's across the fuck. He's 15 minutes from New York, and this nigga performed Trap Queen for 4 years, and niggas was probably looking at him for the first 2.5 like,
take
nigga,
a while.
please. Because it was even a different. Because if you think about music at the time, it wasn't even time for that vibe yet.
You'll hear
it was ushered in by certain people at that time. It wasn't time to open it up to the people yet.
You'll hear artists right now that be like, yo, like this song been out for 5 years. It just caught on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It
gotta wait till that bitch catch fire.
And now it's a part of somebody's ad campaign, and it's making more money.
You gotta wait till that bitch catch fire.
Yes, songs do re-catch fire. Like, prime example.
It's only old to you because you heard it.
Prime example, Dreams and Nightmares.
Yep.
When basically it got reinvented when the Eagles won the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
That shit was out for 5 years. And then like,
that bitch gonna perform that shit for the rest of his life.
For the rest of his life,
bro. You don't understand. I went on like the whole time he was locked up. Mind you, I get VIP tickets to damn near every concert in the city. No bullshit, right?
Word.
Every show I went to, the intro was one of the biggest moments of the. I don't give a fuck who
at that
was
time.
Bro.
Absolutely.
And you know what every nigga out was?
That's literally his.
We in Philly. We gotta show some love to Meek Mill.
That's his contribution.
That's all you gotta do. But then I was out the state, and it happened again in Maryland. I'm at a Wu-Tang show. You know what I'm saying? In DC, same shit. Like, bro, it was like.
Whenever you could whenever you can bring something to the culture, you're good.
That's different.
He brung that song to the culture.
Years.
You're good.
You can do that for 30 years at a certain number.
Man, he be an old man in a wheelchair, goddamn, and do that.
That song is pretty timeless.
So you as an artist, I'm gonna need you and Kravitz both to be.
Oh yeah.
Aware of the mic because I'm gonna ask both of y'all this question, right?
What's happening?
There was a time years ago when one of my best friends said to me like I was explaining to him like I want to get more personal. I got a lot of dark shit that I don't put on record, right? Right. And he said, "Do it, cause that's what brings the people in. But be careful, because if they love it, you might have to perform that for the next 30 years.
Yeah.
And do you want to cry every time you perform it for the next 30 years? And do y'all think about that when y'all create? do you build your performances around things like that? Is that ever a factor, or do y'all just go with it and say fuck it, I'm gonna be vulnerable?
Man,
because I'm not that vulnerable.
Let it run it.
I'm not that vulnerable.
No, but it's funny
because certain records it can change a motherfucker life, man.
No, and I understand that. Yeah. I understand that.
Like certain people got their certain own.
Because Slippin did a lot for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Slippin, don't get my hair cut, give a fuck how I dress. Yeah. Like I went through that.
Yeah.
And didn't have to, but I was stressed out. It was like fuck everything.
So you might got people come up to you in the street and be like, "Yo, your song changed my life. Your song helped me go through jail. Your song, I was depressed. I was ready to kill myself, and goddamn, your song done made me goddamn
you to let it out?
Get right. Yeah, I like it help somebody.
No, but no, I know where you're coming from.
Like he's not saying I'm wrong. He's saying
I know where you're coming from because that's because you don't rap about those type of things. Maybe
I know my partner rap about them shits, man.
Yeah, because there's artists.
My partner, Deshaun.
I'm about to say,
like certain people, certain people, goddamn, come up there, motherfucker, and be like, "Yo, goddamn, you done changed my life, bro. I was depressed. I was about to slit my wrist."
And you know what? I would love that.
Man, and I would love that. Rap.
But like
them songs change people's lives, so you know what I mean. Like,
and you shouldn't
help
force
somebody.
I feel like you shouldn't force them either, though.
Huh?
No, I feel like you shouldn't force them either, though.
Force what?
Just like. Even though I know I should probably tap more into that, I feel like when it's undeniable, I ain't gonna have no choice but to tap into it.
If it's you gotta do it if it's natural.
We gotta go there.
You gotta do it if it's natural. But you gotta do it when it comes to you. You gotta do it when you feel like you know what I mean.
That does ring in the back of my head. Like there's a part when I'm putting my pen down and I'm like, oh, you might be going too far.
There's a lot of artists. There's a lot of artists that did songs. Like they'll speak on it now. They'll like certain lyrics that they do when they get older. They like, yo, I do not want to perform this song, but it's my biggest fucking song, and I have to. But they don't want to perform it at all. They don't feel that way anymore.
You don't control.
They don't feel that way anymore. They're not in that mind state anymore. When they first originally wrote that record, and they get older, and it makes them like fucking cringe as they're performing it.
And think about how I introduced the subject. Yeah, I didn't say it was emotional. I said it was dark.
That's why people
like that. You see what I'm saying? That's like dark is a thing when you talking about artistry, and it's like dark is something that I don't know if I want to keep reliving.
Right. So you know who like the best artists
would be beautiful.
Man, ain't easy like to each his own. Like for real.
No, but I'm just asking y'all as other artists because I know that Kravitz is in the studio every week.
Yeah,
I know you got a legacy where like every time that you decide you want to get in, it got to be about something. Yeah. So I'm asking y'all from a place of like, does this ever creep in? Because it might not even be in my head if my homie never said that at $2 night that night. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But also my personality leans into the fact that I still haven't gotten there yet. Mm-hmm. It's not his fault.
I'm a naturally vulnerable person. You know what I'm saying?
Turn the mic around.
Oh. I'm a naturally vulnerable person, like when it comes to like the music, but there is a certain limit to my vulnerability that I do share. Like even though I could get deep into a song and it may change somebody's life, but for me personally, I do think about like, all right, do I want to perform this even for a 6-month promo run? Do I want to perform this song? And give this energy? Can I even tap into this energy even if I'm at a high point in my life? Can I tap? You know what I'm saying? Do I want to tap into that energy? I think I do think about that when I'm writing songs and when I'm like in the studio. You know what I'm saying? I do understand some songs you just be like, fuck, I'm letting it out. But then it is for the most part like, you know what? Let me simplify what it is that I was really about to say. Or let me not even say that shit.
I've learned to be vague. I've learned to be vague. I'll speak towards situations. I'll speak towards situations and not to situations.
It's an artist from here. That's the thing.
But this is why everybody's artistry comes across differently. Is because like you have people that have the free will to just go where it goes, and then you have people that have control over what they're doing for a specific purpose. But everybody is captured by who it's supposed to be captured by.
Yeah.
I number.
You see what I'm saying? If you wear Vans and I wear Jordans,
this conversation is bringing
it's gonna be niggas that love my Jordans, and it's gonna be niggas that love your Vans more than my Jordans.
Facts.
So we still cool,
right?
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's an artist that this reminded me of when I was in the studio with him. He's a national artist. He was playing me records he didn't release, and I was like, yo. This one joint was like, I was like, yo, this shit is hard.
This
like,
could do something for the people.
Yeah. I'm like, why ain't you ain't put this joint out? Like, what you waiting for? Not even for me. He said, I fucking hate this song.
I got a lot of songs like that.
You know what I'm saying? I hate this song. And then I was like, but I was like, this shit. Right. And the thing is, I get why he would hate it. I did get it for him and his personality. For his personality, I get why he would hate that particular song. But my ears, I know this shit will ring off.
And people feel like that.
And the thing is, he knew it might ring off. That's why he never put it out. He was like, if I put this shit out and it ring off, I gotta perform this shit forever. And I hate this fucking song. That's when I really knew, like, oh, this shit real. Niggas really, cause he, you know what I mean? He's a vet in this joint. He been around for a while. You know what I'm saying? He do shows all over. Yeah, he a bull. He been doing shows all over. So he know how that feeling is. Like, I gotta do this fucking song that I don't like.
But I think that I'm excited about the people that can get it off, and I'm trying to get to that point. But I think that when I get there, it'll be right. And I think that a lot of the times when I do it is overlooked. Like, I literally have the only album, I got a lot of EPs out. The only album I have out, the intro record is on some whole shit where, like, niggas just rapping through the whole joint, like 3 minutes straight rapping, right? I literally break down being a Gemini. I didn't write that with that intention. When I listen back to it, I literally tell you, I could be this guy, but then I'm this guy. And I'm be this guy, and then I'm this guy. You do this, gonna make this. But the way it breaks down, it doesn't drown you with that. You don't. I know it because I know me. You see what I'm saying? But I was actually being vulnerable in that time. I spoke about being epileptic, dyslexic, and premature. I've never said those things on record.
But that's your life story. That's different. You know what I'm saying? That's your life shit.
The twist is, that was a breakthrough for me. Right. But I still don't think people... You know what I mean? Like, I don't know who got that. Like,
it probably not even epileptic. It's probably motherfuckers.
There's a lot of bravado around it because that's still me too. I'm still an arrogant. I'm still an uptown nigga.
No, indeed,
you see what I'm saying? But when I listen to it, it's like, bro, you was really trying to like.
Oh, you from uptown too?
Yeah, I'm uptown.
I didn't know.
I'm Philly Playground. Uptown.
Shout out to Uptown, man. We in the building. Finest. Okay, see now I gotta get an Uptown.
No, I'm a real one. Like, I'm one of the first niggas. We out
here. We outside, man. We started from Uptown. Shout out to my man, son of the 215.
Grew up 3 blocks from it.
Shout out to Suzanne.
I'm 3 blocks from Son. I've been around Son since before. When Son was running around, he had a whole squad full of hoopers, couple street niggas. He was the rapper. Not saying he ain't do no street shit. Not saying he ain't hoop. He was the rapper. Since he was 12.
He was a rapper. I knew Son for a while.
You see what I'm saying? Since he was 12. It ain't nothing new. Like, when he was D Bills and all of the other stuff, Slick D, like, he was fucking running around with real thorough homies, but everybody was like, "No, this nigga is the one," and that's something that a lot of people don't get about, like, in your artistry per se. You probably got into the industry before everybody around you kept saying. Cause I hear a lot of OGs say, "Yo, Kravitz makes great music." Like, I've heard Shellyano, all type of motherfuckers talk about this nigga's like, I gotta do a record with this guy. You see what I'm saying? And he ain't been pushing it in their direction that long. That's an accomplishment. Right. So when, like, a lot of people get that once they're in the industry and they're recognized by other creatives that understand what they're doing. He had a crew that knew who he was. You see what I'm saying? And, like, what he's doing now, running around with Freedom Thinkers Academy next to Freeway and doing what he's doing now, that shit is something that's he deserves 150%. He watched everybody that he was quote unquote better than get an opportunity before him.
He been feet to payment for years. You know what I'm saying?
They had the battle at every party they went to. Remember Lakey's?
Yeah, I do.
Remember they used to have little high school parties and little kitty hops and Lakey's?
Yeah.
Them shits used to end in battles with grown men. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they grew up in that era. Like,
those were the days.
They had to really put up a shut up.
I remember.
Couldn't talk about it if you ain't live it.
I only know Lakey for bad reasons.
No, niggas was trying to get a phone number. Not even no pussy. And now you got to battle your way home.
Uh-huh.
Like, that was them days. But, like, and I know a lot of people from different reasons, too. Something that I would never tell them.
Yeah, no, I said I don't need no Lakers for bad reasons. I remember
yeah.
I had it was, I think, a middle school. We had the luncheon at the Lakey's. And I was actually looking forward to it. And then they told me, real quick, it's a quick story. I mean, and then I was in middle school. I got suspended. And I got suspended from all 8th grade activities at the time. So I couldn't go on no trips. And I mean, and the trips was the best trips for the 8th graders. You couldn't go on no trips. You couldn't do the nut. Only thing I could have did was go to graduation. I didn't lose that. So for the whole year, and that was early too, and early on in the year. So all the trips.
What did you do? Put a cherry bomb in the bathtub?
Nah, honestly, I don't even remember what I did. I was probably fighting.
You was bad.
I was probably fighting.
Nigga got banned from everything in September.
I was probably fighting.
You was bad.
I was always fighting back then.
You have to.
No, I was a fighter.
I was always fighting.
You definitely was mixing early.
So go ahead.
Yeah, so so anyway, long story short, they took all the joints away, and I said, fuck it. I tried it. It was one trip. I just gave my money, gave my permission slip like regular. I went on the trip, like bet. Did another trip, boom, good. Another trip, good. I did everything in the 8th grade. Did all the trips and everything, even though I wasn't supposed to. It was the last thing, the very last joint, which was the luncheon. The thing that I actually was looking forward to. My mom done bought me a suit and everything for that shit. And the very last second, the day of, it was like, wait. Right. You gave your money. They gave me back the envelope. Like, yeah, you gave your money for this. You're not supposed to be going on this.
Wow.
You're not. And I was like, damn, they got me at the very last second. I was like, well, all right, well, I can't be too mad. I done got on. I went on every trip. Wow. You know what I'm saying? I done went to the slopes and all that. I did everything, so I couldn't be too mad. So yeah, that was a quick story about Lakey's and shit.
No,
that's where the luncheon was at.
Because if you from Uptown, Lakey's you got a Lakey's story. Like you used to go up Lakey's, and now that shit. So you was happy when it became a laundromat.
He said you was happy. Honestly, I didn't even know that.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like the last 10 years, I say 5, before it became a laundromat, I was trying to figure out how to buy that motherfucker, yo. And I was talking to people that was telling me like,
that was a beautiful
like the reason it's a
situation.
laundromat is because of how much shit would have had to be redone to make it what it was supposed to be, and nobody wanted to buy it except a nigga that was trying to build a laundromat out of it. But like I was on it, bro. Like I was trying to figure it out because I'm on some collective shit. Like if there's 5 of us, we all got Lakey stories. You know what we could do as long as they sell it with the liquor license. We
Which
take
most
the loan
Jones
out
do
for that. You know what I mean? Because I know it's gonna be another deuce, but fuck it. We can get that back. Like, you know what I mean? I know how to run it. And when they said somebody bought it, I was hoping it was somebody that was.
You said what, them liquor licenses? Them liquor licenses is like almost $500,000.
What I say about another deuce, I'm talking about it's a $500,000 if you buy it straight out. When they folding it, then
when you selling it with the joint,
50,000 at one point in time.
They sold out.
50,000.
There's no more. So now it's whatever number you make it. The market is what you make it.
Yeah, shit crazy.
So you can sell it separately.
Cause that shit is hard. It's hard to get.
If I get your liquor license, I can open anything from a deli, a bar, to a nightclub with your liquor license. So I can charge you for a nightclub if you want mine. Anyway. Yo, it's been a great John, man.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Got my phone ringing and all that.
We about to go down a whole nother rabbit hole.
Man.
But I want, and we gonna start over there, and y'all swing the mic.
I
want everybody to lock in, let people know how to keep up with them. Man.
Yeah, keep up with me, man. Spotify, everything, all my music on all platforms. RMK Reeseman on everything. RMK Reeseman. That's all you gotta get. You know what I mean?
Appreciate you, bro.
Bless Hustle Village.
That part.
Factory, you already know you can find me on all platforms, man. Who is Kravitz? Follow the CME Morning Show on Instagram. We live every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. We lit, man. And Stay Solid is still out right now.
No, say it the right way.
Stay Solid is out right now.
There we go.
Shit's out right now, man. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't seen the promo videos, man, definitely tap in. You know what I'm saying? We lit, man. See what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's your man Rocstar P. You can find me on Instagram at Rocstar P. No K in that thing. You already know. And you can check me out April 16th, you know, at the Commodore Barry Center, I think it's called. I know. Yeah, the Commodore Barry Center is in Germantown.
Yep. Right
check me out. Exactly. So check me out April 16th. I'm hosting the Philadelphia Film Awards with my partner in crime, Stormy P. Shout out to her.
Sippin' with Sammie podcast is nominated.
Indeed. You know what I mean? So Sippin' with Sammie will be in the building. You know what I'm saying? So so shout out to everybody that's nominated. You know what I mean? All of y'all are dope. You know what I mean? I can't wait to see everybody on the 16th. So check me out. Let's get it.
Shout out Jimmy. Now, I want y'all to check out the concert series. Y'all heard me say it enough because right now that's the priority. There's something that we building. It's something that we gonna make great. I ain't trying shit. We have bigger and better things in the works. But if you haven't caught a concert series, please tap in. Part 1, Part 2 is out, and by the time you see this, probably be Part 3 also. Support everybody that you see up here always. Shout out to everybody that supports this podcast, man. I appreciate y'all. Shout out especially the City of Dreams Coalition. Salute the Authentic Philosophies for recognizing what we trying to do out here in the city, man. We definitely appreciate y'all. No bullshit. R.I.P. Homie.
Factory.
R.I.P. H, man. And we out of here. Sippin' with Sammie, Sam Malone, Barstool Rug. If you ain't sippin' with Sammie, you ain't sippin', right? Get your fucking life
together.
Yeah.
I just had to get there. I love bitches, thorough bitches, hood bitches. No matter what they mind. Girls, they different than hoes. You know me and my bros, we stick to the code. I pass that bitch to my bro. I love bitches, hood bitches, thorough bitches, county bitches. No matter what they my bitches. Big steppers, go getters and big tippers. Tell nigga, I keep a bunch for my niggas. Girls. I pass some bitches to my bro. I take them home and they let me bone. And I said I hope they don't go.
Mama said them Susies will get you killed. I'm grown, so I seen it, my nigga, and she the realest. Gangsta enough to make a sucker nigga kill you.